Hey everyone, Karl G Larsen here. In this video, we're going to give you a 3-step process to teach you how often you should eat because it's a question that comes up all of the time. Hey everyone, Karl G Larsen here. And one of the things that people always have a question about is how often they should eat. They have the goal of losing 10 pounds or 25 pounds or 50 pounds. They want to put on 20 pounds of muscle. They want to compete in a 5K, do really well, or a marathon. And all of these, fitness and wellness goals, however intense or not intense, there's a common thread between all of those different type of nutrition plans in terms of how often someone should eat to fuel their body appropriately. Now, let's just be clear. Someone who's going to run a marathon is going to fuel their body differently than someone who just wants to lose 10 pounds and works in an office job, right? Those are going to be two completely different plans. But there are some commonalities in terms of philosophies and things that you can follow to maximize your energy, your fat burning process, and really supports your body in helping you accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. So with that, guys, let's get into the 3-step process and we'll get through it, we'll get into it, we'll demystify it and set you guys on your way to be able to start implementing that immediately, to start feeling the change of what it's like to have the good nutrition, to pop out of bed, to have unlimited energy, and have vitality all day, every day.
So the question remains, how often should you eat?
I hear this question a lot, and fact of the matter is the timing of your eating does matter a lot.
And if you've ever wanted to burn off extra body fat that hangs around, or if you've never been able to lose the weight you want to lose, if you've always wanted to show your abs and have a six-pack like most guys do, and even some girls do, and for girls not even a six-pack but a flat stomach, or to build on lean, healthy muscle mass so you look fit, or even just want to maximize your energy to be healthy and feel amazing every single day, then this video is for you. And the matter of fact is, how we eat is of utmost importance, almost right along with there of what we eat. Most wellness professionals and fitness experts and nutritionists do not emphasize this point enough. So if you've ever wanted to build your best body ever, then keep on listening. Here's what happened to me when I started to implement this eating strategy along with other core nutritional philosophies. I literally built the body of my dreams. Here is my before and after picture. Apologies for the before picture. I took it about 5 years ago. And if I would have known, I would have shown this pictures to thousands and thousands of people. I would have used a higher quality camera. But at the time, it was a cheap old camera from 2010. And so anyways, that was where I was at. I was an ex-collegiate athlete. Worked out all the time. I loved to be fit and loved to be active in the gym, but didn't necessarily have any nutritional philosophies to back it up. And so always being active and never building the body I wanted to build, it was really frustrating. And I was frustrated for years. I mean, literally years. Right out of high school, I was playing junior hockey, and my coach told me I was fat and I was too slow. So it really hit me because no one had ever said that to me, especially in those type of words. And I took it to heart and really started to study nutrition and study fitness. And I went on a 7-year journey. Now, in the process, I did a lot of things that didn't work, and I learned what happens when you obsess about things. I actually developed an eating disorder that I battled with for these 7 years. Again, obsessing about things and focusing on too much in one area of life. In that process, though, I read a lot of books, did a lot of self-experimentation, and when things finally clicked for me and when I finally was able to implement the information that I knew that would work, this is what happened. My fitness didn't change in terms of how I was working out. I was always active, always in the gym 3 to 4 times a week. And actually, in my after picture, I was working out a heck of a lot less than I was when I was working out as a collegiate athlete and working out like crazy. So I worked out a lot less, but I ate right and I adapted a bunch of principal nutritional philosophies and guidelines, with today's topic of how often you should eat being one core philosophy or guideline that I followed. And so when I started to do that and started to fuel my body with the things that it needed, this is what happened. It was unbelievable, and I've never looked back. It's now been over 5 years of building my dream body and maintaining it, which has been absolutely surreal because I struggled with it for so long. I literally didn't think it was possible. And now my passion is to help others do that. And especially people that are in my position that I can relate with, that is people that are really busy, people that are building businesses, that are entrepreneurs, that have families, because it's a bunch of different layers of complexity in terms of prioritizing your time in addition to being healthy and well and fit. It just can be uber intense. So there are answers if you're in that position right now where you're building a business or you're a business professional, entrepreneur, you have a family, you have a spouse. There's a lot of different things and a lot of different people that are asking for your time. There is strategies and ways to make your nutrition simple and easy and your fitness simple and easy. And that is what we're going to go over. And that is what my passion is and what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to help you guys with if you're in that position. So again, it is possible for you. It happened for me. And one of my beliefs is if it can happen for someone, it can happen for another. You just got to make it work in your exact specific situation. So that is my story in a nutshell, guys. And I really want that experience for you. I want you to be able to feel amazing every day and jump out of bed in the morning with almost unlimited energy and a feeling of well-being, because that's how it feels for me now. And I know it's possible for you too. So I want to ask you a question. What would your life be like if you felt energized, excited, and full of vitality every single day? What would your daily experience feel like? How would you go about your life, right? Would you approach your life and your situations any differently if you're exploding with energy and exploding with vitality, right? How much more would you get done? How much more could you invest into the ones that you love and you care about? See, life change doesn't happen overnight, but it is a progression of small daily habits that are repeated consistently over time. So we've really built this up, guys. We've really got into, some of the advantages and the vision of what it would be like if you had that energy and had that vitality. So let's get into the specifics that you can start to apply on a daily basis that will create the results that you want. Step one, guys, this is a 3-step process, really easy to follow. Take notes on this. It's going to be great. Step one, eat every 2.5 to 4 hours throughout the day. Okay, so let's say, for example, that you wake up at 6 a.m. and you go to bed around 10 p.m. So the question is, when should you eat? Here's my recommendation. If that is approximately your situation, fantastic. If it's not, adjust the timelines accordingly. But if you were to wake up at 6 and go to bed at 10, here's what we would do. We would wake up at 6 and immediately we would have breakfast within the first 30 minutes after waking up. So important. We'd have a healthy, balanced breakfast that's got complex carbohydrates, lean protein sources, and some water for hydration. You get the body fueled and ready for the day. Then a few hours later, remember, every 2.5 to 4 hours, you eat. Now, in this example, I did every about 3 hours to make it easy. But at 9 a.m., then you'd have a snack. Again, a snack of complex carbs and of protein. Come around lunchtime at noon, have another healthy meal, balanced, colorful meal with complex carbohydrates and protein. Come around mid-afternoon, have another snack with the same guidelines, and come dinner time, you have a healthy, colorful dinner that gives your body the nutrition and the micronutrients that it needs by eating the fruits and the vegetables, the whole grains, and even the protein sources that you need. But from a time perspective, that's what it would look like: 6, 9, 12, 3, and 7. Fueling the fire, guys. Okay, step 2, eat within 30 minutes after waking up. And I just touched on it a second ago, but again, that is so important. Here's what I want you to imagine. Imagine you were Tom Hanks in this scenario, right? I'm sure you've all seen the movie Castaway, but it's a great scene where he starts this big bonfire and creates fire for the first time, and he's so pumped up about it because it's literally vital for him to live on that island that he got stuck on. Now, how does that apply to our situation we're talking about now? If you want to have a fire, you have to start it, right? Tom Hanks spent hours and hours and hours, it seemed like, in the movie trying to start a fire, and he could never get it. When he finally got it, he was so excited. Now, your body is very similar, where the fire is not really, when you wake up in the morning, it's not really exploding with energy. It's not really bursting at the seams with flames. So that's something that we need to create. And you do that by eating within the first 30 minutes after you wake up, eating a healthy, balanced breakfast. Now, a note on this, eating in the first 30 minutes does not include a cup of coffee and a pastry, right? A lot of Americans get in this habit of eating a ton of sugar in the morning, which actually does the opposite of what we want. It actually crashes the fire. It'd be like pouring gasoline on the fire, which is not what we want. What we want is we want to get a healthy, balanced meal and to give us energy to get us through for the next few hours so we feel fueled and energized. Okay, step 3, guys, eat within 30 minutes after working out. So if you work out, and I recommend you do, 30 minutes a day, be active. If for you right now, working out means walking around the block, amen, go walk. If let's say you're in the opposite end of the spectrum and your workouts are multiple hours because you're just an athlete, amen, work out. But within 30 minutes after working out, I want you to have some type of post-workout recovery shake that's got complex carbohydrates and protein, ideally whey or casein protein, the milk-based dairy protein for muscle repair and recovery. But more of from a timeline perspective, guys, within 30 minutes after your workout, that's going to help stop the breakdown and allow your body to start the rebuild process. Okay, so think of it like this. If you were driving a race car and held down the gas pedal for 45 minutes, how much gas would you have left after the 45 minutes of your need for speed per se, right? You would refuel your gas tank, or you'd putter along like a cheap $500 junkyard car because you would be out of gas. Pushing the gas pedal down has higher demands of the engine, i.e. when you work out, your body has higher demands for energy and it burns up the energy faster. Just like the race car burns up the gas faster, your body's the same way. So please do not run on an empty tank. Refuel your vehicle, i.e. refuel your body within 30 minutes after you work out to give your body the stuff it needs to continue to maximize your health and wellness and energy. Okay, treat your body like a world-class race car because it is one, right? It literally is a it's literally a priceless vehicle, guys. That's the only place you got to live. You might as well take care of it, right? Just with this topic of the timing of eating, it can feel overwhelming, especially when you try and implement it right away. And this is only one of many, many topics that are important to include in your nutrition and your fitness plan. Taking all that information in and trying to apply it can be extremely overwhelming. I know when I got started, I flopped tons and tons of times because it is so much stuff. So what I did not have is I did not have the support. I did not have the coaching. I did not have resources to teach me how to do it, to lead me through the process more effortlessly and more smooth, to eliminate the frustration and the stress. And, a lot of people have problems that hold them back from their ideal body and their energy and vitality, right? All of us have those problems. And, if you need accountability, right, and following what you should do, it's totally okay. You're like the rest of us, and I will be there to encourage you and support and allow you the space to step into the victory you deserve and that you will accomplish if you stick to it. Okay, or if you need more support when you fall down, you make mistakes, you eat the wrong foods, you work out at the wrong times, you're not sure exactly what you're doing, it's okay. You're going to need to pick yourself back up, right? I'll be there to say, hey, it's okay. Let's just keep going. Look how far you've come and look who you've inspired. Let's finish this journey together, right? Or if you have questions and you need your questions answered, so you stop getting stuck and you feel like you're making no progress, I'll be right there to lean over and give you my hand and say, come on, let's get back up. Let's get back into the game. I don't want you to look like a deer in headlights when you're shopping at the local grocery store, confused at what to buy, what's the difference between the brands, and what is really healthy for you. And I'll be there to explain how marketing companies trick the consumers as to what is really healthy and what is a marketing gimmick, so they sell more products and leave you the victim and the sucker. Or maybe you have a crazy busy lifestyle with a business, with kids, with a spouse, with family, with community, and other important obligations. I'll be there to help you figure out how to eat healthy, stay fit, even when you have zero time. Now, since I've literally helped thousands of people and I'm still coaching many of them. My time is limited per se, just like yours is. So instead of saying, you know what, sorry, I'm just too busy to help anyone anymore, including you, I've decided to use a more leverage approach so I don't have to say that, so I can help more people. To utilize an online community where we can all be a part of and all grow together within. And that community is called the Elite Coaching Program, or as my members refer to it as the ECP. What if you were able to ask any question at any given time and have a community of health-driven, ambitious people to support you, right? To get the inspiration you need on a daily basis and to feel the accountability you've never had. What would that be like? To challenge and to be challenged and to grow into a better version of you. These are the pieces that I've seen over the years that people are missing. And we wanted to fill that gap by having a community where everyone could plug into. And that is what the ECP is all about. So here's what I want to do, guys. To learn more about this amazing program, I want you to check out the link in the following slide and the video below. Okay, because it's time to finally get the know-how and the support that you need to burn the fat that needs to be burned, to build your energy so you have the vitality to go after and tackle your business, support your family, love on your loved ones, and really live a high quality, full life on a daily basis. So with that, guys, I just wanted to say, click this link, learn more about how you can do that starting immediately, and we will see you on the inside.